What's up? Today we're going to be talking about Coinbase. Is it overvalued right now, or is it a good time to buy in? As I'm filming this video, Coinbase is releasing their earnings, and I must say that they were impressive in a lot of ways. Revenue was at, or is at, I should say, $953 million for the quarter, well beating expectations, and earnings per share are over $1, almost 4x expectations. And on a surface level, Coinbase looks really strong coming out of this crypto winter. We're not going to have a fluffy conversation today. Today's conversation is going to be heavily data-driven, looking at Coinbase's key metrics over a long period of time. Is Coinbase a potential long-term rocket ship? This is not financial advice, but if you're ready to see the metrics and analysis, smash that like button and hit subscribe, because all we do on this channel is analyze stocks with data. Welcome to episode 7 of the MegaCharts stock analysis channel, where we use MegaCharts software to evaluate stock prices of companies by looking at their fundamental metrics. First and foremost, let's check out a graph of Coinbase's stock in relation to Bitcoin over the course of the past 12 months. As you might expect, Coinbase is closely tied to the price of Bitcoin. It's like directly correlated. And as you can see, in the past year, they started and ended almost at the exact same place proportionally. So one way you can think about buying Coinbase stock is as a bet on the entire crypto market. If you believe in the future of crypto, if you think blockchain infrastructure has a major part to play in our world over the next decade, maybe Coinbase is a good investment, maybe. But does the data really support that theory? Let's dive into the revenue and operating income metrics over the lifetime of Coinbase as a public company. So zooming out over a quarterly basis, we see again, when crypto was really hot in 2021, Coinbase's revenue was way up. And as crypto prices came down in 2022 and 2023, most of Coinbase's revenue took a hit. We can even see that in the third quarter of 2022, Coinbase lost a staggering $1.2 billion. They lost over $1 billion in a quarter. Now, looking at the margins, we can see that their operating income has never really been that good, even during the hype of crypto in 2021, and they're typically consistently in the negative. Free cash flow margin is also down from historic levels, and it wasn't even that much better in 2021. So going down to the revenue per employee headcount. Now, we don't have a lot of data on this. In MegaCharts, we only have 2 quarters, the 2 most recent quarters worth of data on revenue per employee headcount. But what we see here is that most recently, revenue per employee headcount is at $156,000, right around there. This is actually really low for a software technology company. And I realize the economics of Coinbase are different than B2B SaaS companies, but still, ultimately, this is really low in my opinion. And honestly, I would think Coinbase would have better, employee headcount to revenue metrics, given that they don't have to pay for a sales team, than as opposed to a B2B software company. And this is after, guys. This is after Coinbase did a couple rounds of layoffs and even laid off 20% of its workforce in early 2023. So before I get into my actual opinions, let me just say that this show does not constitute financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just looking at the data and providing my opinion. But ultimately, Coinbase is not a company I would invest in, even after today's really impressive earnings, for a couple of reasons. Number one is that it's so closely tied to Bitcoin. So if you're going to be, into crypto and all that stuff, why not just buy Bitcoin instead of Coinbase? We have the historical data now, and you can really see how closely these two assets are tied to each other. There are plenty of crypto exchanges, but there's only one Bitcoin. And I know there's obviously other coins out there, but I think Bitcoin is more dominant in relation to the other coins than Coinbase is in relation to the other exchanges. Second reason I'm not investing in Coinbase is the fundamentals. After all, Coinbase lost over $1 billion in just one quarter a little over a year ago, and they're not even like a manufacturing company or anything like that, which maybe could be understandable if they, were a major revenue growth company, but they aren't a major revenue growth company. Coinbase grows with crypto, and then Coinbase shrinks with crypto. And then as crypto is growing, they have to raise their operating expenses to, meet the demand of the market, and then the market shrinks again, and then they have to do these layoffs and have all these sorts of problems. So, and then here the third reason I'm not investing is just my personal opinion. The crypto industry is all about decentralization. So I don't know how much it makes sense to have Coinbase as such a dominant player in terms of buying and selling of crypto assets. It is really, really easy to use, and that's why I think it attracts a lot of, new crypto buyers. But I think once people become more advanced in crypto, a lot of times they move off of Coinbase, and they'll start, I think in general, people are going to drift towards more decentralized platforms to trade crypto. So ultimately, I'm not investing in Coinbase, despite their impressive earnings today. Congratulations to them. If you found the data that I shared interesting and you want to do your own research on stocks, check out MegaCharts.com, and you can start doing your own research without even creating a profile. And you can get millions of data points on thousands of stocks. Thanks for watching, and peace out, everyone.